Holy moly! What are you doing down there?
Oh, Bridget, I know. They want to know why we do our groundbreaking work.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, let me just, you stay there. Let's get into it.
I'll come get you.
So we just landed in here. And this houses 70% of the world. The size and the weight of him. Our alpine dingoes. Woo! You want to know what we do?
We can do!
Yes, what we can do. Bridget, have you found something there? Oh, fantastic. You can. Oh, I see what I see. I see what you're saying there. Alright, so guys, in this video we're going to explain what we do for work, what the Wildlife twins do. And look, no, we're not going to just sit down and tell you. That's boring, alright? Whenever we talk about things, we're going to do things. We're going to be doing things, alright? One of which might be around our facility doing animal chores. The other might be picking up rubbish, because we want you guys to do that. So we're going to do it and you're going to come along with us. I started the Wildlife Twins, previously known as the Fauna Fetchers, back in 2015 actually. Established. What we do as a business is three main things. So number one, wildlife shows. Number two, supplying animals for film and photo shoots, etc. And number three is snake relocations. Now the first two is that kind of like primary things, and snake call-outs are kind of like what we started with, but we have a lot more time invested into the animals that we need to look after, and that's our priority really. Bit of a background of where we're picking up rubbish. This is our road to our facility, just along here, and the creek is just here, and people seem to love to throw things out the car and into this, and also when it does flood, it does not only wash things in but wash things up as well. Just a bit of. I previously actually have done a clean on the road before, so it's actually looking pretty nice at the moment.
What did you say?
But there is still a lot here, so I know. I think that I hear the turtles thanking us, Sophie. Such an easy task as well. Anyway,
they shall be happy.
I found a jellyfish. Ah, yes. So our wildlife shows, our wildlife show started off with actually our basic reptile show, which is still to this day the main show, isn't it, Bridge? Well, no, I have to disagree. I don't think that's our main show anymore. No, but like I'm saying that it's based off that. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Yeah. Yeah, so that's where all our, from the same idea. Yeah, our concepts have come through that reptile show, which in that reptile show we would show a few lizards and a few snakes, okay? And then we got into the dingoes, and then we got into the birds, and then soon to come, our wombat friend. Yeah. So during these wildlife shows, we educate people on how cool they are by highlighting a superpower, but also by highlighting one thing that you can do to help that species. So it could be related to that specific animal. It could be such as picking up rubbish like we're doing really right now. It could be keeping your cats indoors. We're just giving you all sorts of ideas. How do we present our wildlife to people of any age? Yes, because we come from a different angle. Yes. Yes, and what is that, Bridget? What angle is that? From an angle from down to above. From down under? Yes, correct. We are from the land down under. Yes. But what else am I getting at here? We like to give our animals superpowers. Because well, we're not giving them. Yeah, that we're highlighting. We are highlighting them. Yes. Back to we highlight their superpowers. Is that what you're... It's a bit of a different concept. And you know what? It is. People think we're very strange when we come from a little bit out west, if you know our area. So these superpowers might be something very simple. They might be something in plain sight. It may be something we don't even realize, such as flying like a bird, or jumping as far as a red kangaroo can, or maybe it's climbing a tree like a possum, or maybe it's swimming like a dolphin, or maybe it's holding your breath as long as a sea turtle can, or anything like that. Thank you so much, Sophie. You're welcome. Onwards to saving the planet. And more many. Look at all these. So Sophie, really what's all left to explain with the wildlife show part of things is where we do them. Well, we've got schools, we've got vacational camp, we've got private events and parties, we've got holiday venues such as campsites, like school camps, parks and public areas, Christmas parties, pubs. We have the local RSL, fundraisers, so many. On to the next thing. Bridget may have mentioned before that we do supply animals for movies, different sorts of media. Because a lot of people don't realise that when animals do get supplied from movies, the people that do supply those animals actually are supposed to have an appropriate license. So that license that we have allows us to do that. So some of the movies or TV shows, stuff like that, that our animals have been in, so our magpies have been in Penguin Blue, which was a movie released last year, wasn't it, Matt?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Okay.
Russell Coit.
Yeah, Russell Coit. We've got Harrow.
Yes.
What's the one?
Nine Perfect Strangers.
Nine Perfect Strangers.
Russell and Russell. Bosch and Rocket. Music video with Skeggs.
Yes. So there's been quite a few.
Tag the music video below. Yeah. I'll put the link in there.
Yeah, you can check it out.
Yes.
Yeah. And so look, it's a really awesome job to get into. You see some really bizarre things.
It's very
you do have to be really strong in mind. What I mean by that is knowing what your animals are capable of, and that's your first thing. You want to look after all your animals. So but yeah, we'll be posting some links below of some of the stuff that the animals are making. The whole like supplying animals for film work or anything like that is something that Sophie and I really want to get into a lot more. Are you struggling? Yes, I'm struggling.
Yes, you need to be more training here. So like not just with the reptiles, but with
all sorts
more complex animals, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
No offense to reptiles.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah, don't shoot me down. Don't shoot me down. But like, you know, dogs and
all sorts of things.
Dingoes and birds and whatever.
All right. What else is around here, mate? What have we got here, mate?
So well played.
Can you guys see? We did not put this here on purpose. All right, on the go, Bridget. Quick. Facts about snakes. Let's go. Time.
Facts.
How many can you rattle out and say?
About snake skin.
Okay. Okay.
When snake skin is shed, it increases by 25%, or can increase up to 25%. So a lot of people find a huge snake skin, but the snake itself that shed it is probably not that big. Now also, a lot of people find snake skin that is brown, and they think it must be a brown snake. Yes, it is brown. But a lot of snake skin that's shed is a brown tinge to the snake skin. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Now also, when they shed their skin, they also shed their eye caps, just like a contact. Okay.
It's like grandma.
Yeah, and sometimes they do get stuck in there, and if you have captive snakes, you actually have to, you know, assist them as well. You can identify a snake species through its snake skin. I feel like that's pretty obvious, but some people might find that really interesting. What else? In roof cavities where they are not affected by weather, snake skins can last for years and years and years. I went into one house, Sophie, that was like just streamers.
It's like drapes.
Yeah, it was like like horror movie sort of thing if you don't like snakes. But I found it quite interesting.
The rare species of Bridget Thompson looks upon her prey item being the snake skin. This gives her much nutrition for the years coming. It will last her potentially to the 2025 Christmas. There you have it, people. Watch out. She maybe has spotted us. Stay still.
Bridget, because we just found our snake skin just before, our wild snake skin, why don't we...
It was not placed,
no,
I swear.
Yes, cross our hearts. Alright, let's find out a little bit more information about snake relocation.
Yeah, so that's another service we do. We don't do it as often because we have more, I guess, responsibilities at our facility. But so snake relocation in Australia, I guess if you don't know, Australia has a lot of snakes. And because they do tend to sometimes come into residential or kind of like human claimed areas, there is a need for, you know, someone to come and relocate them. So we have a license given to us by National Parks and Wildlife, which is a government department in Australia, New South Wales state, and it just allows us to come and collect a snake in a situation where it might be endangering someone or endangering itself, and relocate it back to the bush where it can live. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. So yeah, and you get to see some pretty interesting things, like a toilet snake.
Toilet snake. Don't want to know.
You don't want to know. I could write a book, mate.
Ooh, feeling tired, are you?
I don't know. I just need to align myself. Alignment.
Yeah.
Here every day, folks. Here every day. If you guys are a bit bored about just like watching us pick up all this rubbish, here's some shots of us taking our dingoes for a walk this week. It's very interesting.
What is happening?
I'm in my peaceful space. Baby.
What is so good about the walks with the dingoes? Great timing, Mum. Anyway, what is the great benefit?
What's the question?
Why do we take the dingoes for the walks?
Oh, it's good enrichment. I mean, it's a good enrichment for anybody. Besides, if their stress level is going to be high. Really, I've just accepted to care less. No, it's all good. We're on a public road, but it's kind of in a nice rural area, and it's so good for them. Like different sniffs, different smells, watching the dogs play as well. Definitely, like there is, even though it does look like chaos, there is some control. Of course, we've got carabiners, belts on just in case. They're on collars that shouldn't slip off their head as well. But it's just, I mean, it's just so nice for them.
Have we not had to swim yet?
We're going to swim. We were nearly in, but we didn't quite get in there. I was going to persuade them, but the persuader didn't come out.
Oh, what would you persuade? You too.
I didn't know.
Long live the king! Oh my god. Oh. Sophie, what are we doing?
I'm trying not to fall in this. Okay, Alright guys, that brings us into the end of this video. Now, we actually filled up 2 big ocker sacks down in that little area, and there's actually a bit more to go, so we'll be back down there as soon as we have a bit of time. It wouldn't have taken that long. Smashed it out, yeah. But you know, after all that hard work, I reckon it's time to be a bit of a lazy lizard just like these guys and relax for a little bit. But also, we have a couple of things to say. Yep. Like every video, we like to end it with 2 tips you can do to help our wildlife in the environment. So number 1 is picking up rubbish like we did today. And 2 is, well, controlling your baby output. a lot of the world is getting affected by overpopulation of, wow, good catch, of humans. So controlling how many babies you produce is a good way to help the environment. Yep. We'll see you next time, guys. See you in the next video.
You don't want to just re-watch all this?
I'm going to have to. I'm the editor.
You're welcome.